What is one thing that you'll refuse to do for someone else who is in need? Welcome to this, your daily 180 Bible study, 180 seconds of pure Bible study, 3 minutes, Monday through Friday. Thank you for being a part of this study. Your participation means the world to us. And when you share these studies, it means the world to us as well. We're talking about the graciousness of Jesus. We're in that final scene, those final moments of Jesus' life before he goes to the trial and the cross. He's in the upper room. And yesterday we looked at Luke chapter 22, the background. We kind of get the backstory. The disciples are arguing about who's going to be the greatest. And when we come to John 13, same scene, it helps us to understand what's going on. Verse number 1 tells us of some of the things that Jesus knew. Now before the feast of the Passover, when Jesus knew that his hour had come, he knew he was about to die, and that he should depart from this world to the Father, having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end, and supper being ended, the devil having already put it into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, to betray him. Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hand, that he had come from God and was going to God. Jesus knows all these things. He knows that Judas is about to betray him. He knows that Peter's going to deny him. He knows that they're arguing about who's going to be the greatest. 13 men went into that upper room that night. 12 masters, only one servant. Jesus rose from the table to do for them what they needed done. It wasn't some type of religious ritual. It was a necessity to have their feet washed, living in those dirty, dusty roads where animals would go up and down the roads in unsanitary conditions. They needed their feet washed, but it was a job that was reserved for the lowest of the lowest slaves. They're arguing about who's going to be the greatest. I'm not going to submit to you and show you how lowly I'm willing to be. But Jesus was. And he washed their feet. And he washed their feet because he was gracious. And I need to realize that there are people who desperately, desperately need me to be gracious toward them and to serve them in ways that may not be real tasteful to me. But if I'm going to be like Jesus, if I'm going to let his glory be manifested in my life, I need to be gracious toward them. Join us again tomorrow for your Daily 180.